Hi, in this video I will be installing SQL Server VNext edition on Red Hat Linux 7.2. So Microsoft has released earlier this month the SQL Server version on Linux platform. Currently it's supported on Ubuntu Linux and Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Now this is a CTP1 version that Microsoft has released. So this is a pre-release before the actual version gets released. So the installation steps are pretty simple. So I'll quickly do the installation here. So let me first open the web browser and check the location where the packages are located. So this is the location where the packages are located. So as you can see, the Red Hat Linux package, the Ubuntu package, the keys, the config files. So we are going to download the packages from this location and install in our system. So let's me start that. So first I will log in as a super user. So this is the location from where I'm going to download the repository packages. This is done. So I'll exit the super user mode. Now I will be doing the download and installation of SQL Server packages. So the package size is 138 MB and it will take some time to get downloaded based on the speed that I have. So I'll pause the video right now because it's going to take few minutes to download the package. So as you can see that the download of the package and installation is completed. So now I need to do the post installation configuration. So I'll type the hop. So I'll run this command to do the post installation setup. Here I will type yes to accept the license terms. Now I need to give a system administrator password. So the system administrator is the default user account which is going to get created and going to have full access on the SQL Server on this Linux edition. I'll retype the password to confirm it. So I'll start my SQL Server and here I will again type Y and press enter because I will like my SQL Server to start every time my system boots. So this is completed. I'll just check the status of the SQL Server. As you can see that this is running. So I'm done with the installation and configuration of SQL Server. Now I will be opening the port 1433 on the TCP on firewall. So 1433 is the default port for SQL Server. We can change it as per customization, but let me just add the port in firewall. So I'll fire this command to add the port, and I'll run this command. So this is done. So the last step that we are left with right now is installing the SQL Server tools. So we'll again be using the curl command to download and install the tools. I'll again enter the super user mode, download the packages. This is done. I'll exit the super user mode and I will now install the tools. So this is the command alpha to install the tools. All the tools are getting downloaded and installed. So here I'll type yes and accept the license. Again type yes. Type yes. So the installation is completed. So as you can see, it's pretty easy to install the CTP1 version of SQL Server on RHEL Linux. Both these packages can be downloaded freely from the respective websites. So now that I'm done with the installation as guided by Microsoft, so I will quickly try to log into SQL Server and check if it's working fine or not. I will be firing the SQL CMD command. So I've typed SQL CMD -s. I've used the loopback address. For RHEL, it will be the loopback address, and for Ubuntu, it will be the name of the Ubuntu server. And SA is my user, and -p is for the password. So I will now separately type the password here. And so you can see that I'm connected to the SQL Server. So let me quickly run a couple of queries just to find how things are working. So as you can see that it lists me all the system databases that exist in SQL Server along with the location where they're located. So let me quickly create a database. So as you can see that the database creation has successfully completed. So now you can see that the database that I created right now is listed here. So I'll quickly take a backup of any one of the database and just to see how the backup functionality works. So as you can see that the backup has successfully completed. So if I have to check the version of the SQL Server, I'll type this command, select @ version. So as you can see that this is Microsoft SQL Server VNext CTB1 edition 14.0.1.246 on Linux Red Hat Enterprise Linux Server 7.2. So if I have to go out of the SQL Server, I'll type quit and press enter. So I have successfully exited from the SQL Server.